All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar and with me is Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Monsoon session of Parliament to begin today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeks cooperation from all political parties for smooth functioning of both the houses. National Commission for Scheduled Tribes slams West Bengal government over post-poll violence, saying tribal communities are living in fear. 2 terrorists, including a top commander of Lashkar-e-Toiba, killed in an encounter with security forces in Shopian district of Jammu and Kashmir. Nationwide COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 40 crore doses mark. UGC postpones implementation of Central University's Common Entrance Test till next academic session. New Prime Minister of Nepal, Sher Bahadur Deuba, wins vote of confidence in House of Representatives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulates him. Heavy rain lashes several parts of National Capital Region, including Delhi. Red alert issued in Raigad, Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, Kolhapur and Satara districts of Maharashtra. And in cricket, India beat Sri Lanka by 7 wickets in first ODI in Colombo. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also to help others to get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki doori for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. The monsoon session of Parliament will begin today. The session will have 19 sittings of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. During the session, 6 bills will be brought to replace the ordinances. These are the Tribunal Reforms Rationalization and Conditions of Service Bill 2021, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2021, the Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and Adjoining Areas Bill 2021, the Essential Defence Service Bill 2021, the Indian Medicine Central Council Amendment Bill 2021 and the Homeopathy Central Council Amendment Bill 2021. More from our correspondent.
The proceedings of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will begin from 11 a.m. During the session, 31 government business items, including 29 bills and 2 financial items, will be taken up. 6 bills will be brought to replace the ordinance. The session will conclude on 13th of next month. The leaders of the political parties have assured the government of their full support for a smooth conduct of both the houses of parliament. During the sitting, all COVID protocols will be strictly followed. Dipendra Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called for healthy discussions in the monsoon session of the Parliament and sought cooperation for the leaders of all political parties. During the all-party meet at the Parliament House yesterday, Mr. Modi expressed hope that the sessions will run smoothly and complete its work. The all-party meeting has convened to seek support of political parties to ensure smooth functioning of both the houses of Parliament. During the meeting, the Prime Minister said that MPs have given valuable suggestions and there should be meaningful discussion in both houses. He assured that efforts will be made to implement the suggestions collectively. He said that as per our traditions of healthy democracy, issues concerning the people should be raised in an amicable manner and the government should be given opportunity to respond to these discussions. Mr. Modi said that most of the parliamentarians have been vaccinated and hope that this will help in undertaking the activities in the Parliament confidently. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said after the meeting that more than 40 leaders of 33 political parties participated in it. Leaders of political parties gave their suggestions during the meeting. Mr. Joshi said that there should be structured debate on the issues.
लगभग 33 पार्टीज का 40 से ज्यादा नेता इसमें चर्चा में भाग लिया है और किस विषय पे चर्चा होना चाहिए उसका भी सजेशन उन लोगों ने दिया है और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी अंत में ये बैठक में भाग लिए थे। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बैठक संबोधित करते हुए कहा जनप्रतिनिधियों का विशेषतः अपोजिशन का जो प्रतिनिधि है उनका सजेशन बहुत वैल्यूएबल रहता है। सभी जनप्रतिनिधियों का सजेशन वैल्यूएबल रहता है क्योंकि जमीन से आते हैं। वो सजेशंस के कारण, वो सुझाव के कारण डिबेट बहुत रिच होता है। इसलिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा स्वस्थ और सार्थक चर्चा होना चाहिए।
Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also chaired an all-party meeting at the Parliamentary Library building yesterday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, DMK leader T.R. Balu, BJD leader Pinaki Mishra, TRS leader Nam Nageshwar Rao and Shiromani Akali Dal's Harsimrat Kaur Badal, among others, attended the meeting. During the meeting, Mr. Birla informed that all members will be given adequate opportunities to express their views within the decorum of the House. Talking to reporters after the meeting, Lok Sabha Speaker said small parties will also be given enough time to raise their issues.
सभी दलों के सहयोग से सदन के नेता माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी और सभी दलों के नेताओं ने सार्थक सहयोग किया, जिसके कारण सदन की उत्पादकता 122% रही। 107 विधेयक पारित हुए। सभी विधेयकों पर आवंटित समय से ज्यादा चर्चा हुई, सार्थक चर्चा हुई। मुझे आशा है इस सत्र में भी सभी दलों का अपेक्षित सहयोग मिलेगा और सभी दल देश हित और जनहित के मुद्दों पर व्यापक चर्चा विचार विमर्श करेंगे।
Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu also held a meeting of floor leaders of different political parties on Saturday. Mr. Naidu urged the parliamentarians to stand by the people in the light of the situation caused by COVID-19 and discuss all related issues.
The National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, NCST, has criticized the Mamata Banerjee government in West Bengal, saying that tribal communities were living in fear after post-poll violence. In its report, NCST said the tribal communities have not been able to lodge any complaint with the police and revenue officials about the violence. The Commission has submitted its report to West Bengal Chief Secretary and the DGP. It said the tribal women and young people are the most affected groups in post-poll violence. The Commission has recommended that immediate steps should be taken to improve the infrastructural facilities to provide basic amenities to the tribal people so that they can live with dignity. It has also recommended that the investigation of the complaints should be transferred to any independent investigating agency instead of the local police to aspire confidence of the violence-affected tribal people in the constitutional machinery. We spoke to NCST member Anant Nayak about the Commission's report.
बंगाल सरकार को अपना कमीशन का तरफ से भेज दिया है कुछ एक्शन लेने के लिए। तो वहाँ पर जो ट्राइबल का ऊपर अत्याचार हुआ है, पुलिस जो कार्रवाई नहीं कर रहे है उसको करना चाहिए। और इसके साथ साथ जहाँ पर मकान जला गया है और जितना डैमेज हुआ है उसको कंपेंसेशन भी मिलना चाहिए। पुलिस तरफ से उसको जा करके ट्राइबल का कोई इंक्वायरी करना चाहिए और उसका ऊपर आक्रोश लगाना चाहिए। हम रिपोर्ट दिए हैं, उसके बंगाल सरकार करेगा। और यदि जैसे संविधानिक का जो अधिकार जैसे कमीशन को मिला है, हम लोग जो ऑब्जर्वेशन किए हैं वो जो रिपोर्ट दिए हैं नहीं करेगा तो फिर प्रशासन के साथ बात करेंगे। हम रिपोर्ट बंगाल सरकार को दिए हैं, राष्ट्रपति को भी देंगे।
In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists were killed in an encounter with security forces in Chek Sadiq Khan area of Shopian district yesterday evening. Talking to AIR News, Inspector General of Police, IGP Kashmir Range, Vijay Kumar said that one of the terrorists neutralized in the operation was a top commander of terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba.
कल लेट इवनिंग में शोपियान पुलिस को इत्तला मिला था कि शोपियान के एक गांव में 3 टेररिस्ट छिपे हुए हैं और कॉर्डन डाला गया। कॉर्डन डालते ही फायरिंग शुरू हो गया और उसमें आर्मी के एक जवान को माइनर इंजरी हुआ और उसके बाद इनकाउंटर चलता रहा। हम लोग बीच में कुछ देर रोक दिए क्योंकि एक सिविलियन फंस गया था, उसको निकाले। बाद में इनकाउंटर में 2 टेररिस्ट मारे गए। इसमें लश्कर तैयबा का एक टॉप कमांडर था, कोई स्पार्क डार्ट बोलते हैं, 2017 से एक्टिव था वहाँ पर। उसके साथ एक और लोकल टेररिस्ट मारे गए और 2 AK-47 और 8 मैगजीन मिला उसमें।
The terrorist has been identified as Ishfaq Dar alias Abu Akram and was active since 2017. Incriminating materials including arms and ammunition have also been recovered from the slain terrorists.
Amid tussle in the Punjab Congress, Navjot Singh Sidhu has been appointed as the party's state president. The Congress has also appointed 4 working presidents for the Punjab unit. They are Sangat Singh Gilzia, Sukhwinder Singh Dani, Pawan Goyal and Kuljit Singh Nagra. The government has dismissed the allegations regarding its surveillance on specific people, saying that the allegation has no concrete basis on truth associated with it whatsoever. The government has clarified that India is a robust democracy that is committed to ensuring the right to privacy to all its citizens as a fundamental right. The government statement came in response to inquiries on the Pegasus Project media report. In the statement, the government said that in the past, similar claims were made regarding the use of Pegasus on WhatsApp by the Indian state. It said those reports also had no factual basis and were categorically denied by all parties, including WhatsApp, in the Supreme Court. It said this news report also appears to be a similar fishing expedition based on conjectures and exaggerations to malign the Indian democracy and its institutions. It said the news report also indicates poorly conducted research and lack of due diligence by the media organizations involved. The government said that there are malicious claims about the alleged association between the Government of India and Pegasus.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Monsoon session of Parliament to begin today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeks cooperation from all political parties for smooth functioning of both the houses. National Commission for Scheduled Tribes slams West Bengal government over post-poll violence, saying tribal communities are living in fear. 2 terrorists, including a top commander of Lashkar-e-Taiba, killed in an encounter with security forces in Shopian district of Jammu and Kashmir. Nationwide COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 40 crore dose mark. UGC postpones implementation of Central University's Common Entrance Test till next academic session. New Prime Minister of Nepal, Sher Bahadur Deuba, wins vote of confidence in House of Representatives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulates him. Heavy rain lashes several parts of National Capital Region, including Delhi. Red alert issued in Raigad, Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, Kolhapur and Satara districts of Maharashtra. And in cricket, India beat Sri Lanka by 7 wickets in first ODI in Colombo.
India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has crossed the landmark of 40 crore doses. The Health Ministry said more than 40 crore 49 lakh vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive, with more than 51 lakh vaccine doses administered in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate is at 97.31%. More than 42,000 patients recovered during the last 24 hours. Till now, more than 3 crore 2 lakh people have recovered from COVID-19. The country reported 41,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. In the same period, 518 deaths were reported. Country's active caseload is currently at 4,22,660, which is 1.36% of the total cases. Weekly positivity rate remains below 5% at 2.08%. Daily positivity rate is at 2.13%, which has been less than 3% for the last 27 consecutive days. Gujarat reported 33 fresh COVID-19 cases yesterday. State Health Department said that with 71 people getting discharged in the last 24 hours, state's recovery rate has now reached to 98.72%. Only 1 death was reported in Ahmedabad due to COVID-19 yesterday, taking the toll to 10,076. At present, there are 493 active cases in the state. In Bihar, over 2 crore 8 lakh people were administered COVID vaccination in the state so far. Out of these, 1 crore 77 lakh people have taken the first dose. Meanwhile, the state is witnessing a sharp decline in fresh COVID cases. No fresh case has been reported from 13 districts, including Siwan, Vaishali and Nawada. The state's recovery rate has risen to 98.57%, while the test positivity rate has declined to below 1%. The number of active cases is also decreasing and presently stands at 724.
University Grants Commission (UGC) has said that in view of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic, the admission process in central universities during academic session 2021-22 will continue as per past practices. In a tweet, it said that central universities' common entrance test can be implemented from academic session 2022-23. About 60,000 people will perform Hajj in Saudi Arabia today as part of downsized pilgrimage due to COVID pandemic. Saudi authorities have restricted the pilgrimage to people residing there and are vaccinated against the COVID-19 to ensure safety of the pilgrims. Marking the beginning of the 5-day pilgrimage, Hajj pilgrims converged at Mina yesterday. After offering pre-dawn prayers, they will proceed to the plains of Arafat today for the main ritual of Hajj reciting prayers. They will spend the day there praying and asking for God's forgiveness. The pilgrims will listen to the Khutbah-e-Hajj or the Hajj sermon at Nimra Mosque and offer midday and afternoon prayers together before leaving for Muzdalifah in the evening. The pilgrims will return to Mina tomorrow morning for ritual of the annual sacrifice and symbolic stoning of the devil. Around 2.5 million pilgrims, including record 2 lakh from India, had performed Hajj in 2019 before the outbreak of the pandemic.
Nepal's new Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba has won a vote of confidence in the House of Representatives. Mr. Deuba, chief of the Nepali Congress, secured 165 votes in the 275-member House yesterday. A total of 136 votes were required for Deuba to win the vote of confidence. Mr. Deuba was appointed as the Prime Minister of Nepal as per the Article 76(5) of the Constitution on July 12. Following Supreme Court's intervention, Mr. Deuba took the oath of office and secrecy for a record 5th time on 13th of July, a day after a 5-member constitutional bench reinstated the dissolved House of Representatives for the 2nd time in 5 months. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Mr. Deuba for winning the vote of confidence in Parliament. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he looks forward to working with him to further enhance the unique partnership in all sectors and strengthen deep-rooted people-to-people ties between India and Nepal. Mr. Deuba thanked Prime Minister Modi for the congratulatory note. New Nepalese Prime Minister said he looks forward to working with his Indian counterpart to strengthen the relationship between the two countries and the people.
Moderate to heavy rain lashed many parts of Delhi NCR. The rain also brought respite from the scorching heat and humid conditions. The Met Department has predicted cloudy skies with possibility of light to moderate rains and thunder showers. Maximum temperature is likely to hover around 32 degrees Celsius today. India Meteorological Department has predicted heavy to very heavy rainfall at a few places in Mumbai. Extremely heavy rainfall along with occasional gusty winds reaching up to 65 km per hour are expected in some places. Red alert has been issued in Raigad, Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, Kolhapur and Satara districts for today, while orange alert has been issued for Mumbai, Pune, Thane and Palghar districts. We spoke to senior scientist at IMD, R.K. Jenamani, about it.
Today, as per the latest observation we have till morning, there has been 4 to 5 centimeter rainfall over Delhi since yesterday night, and it will continue also today, some light and moderate spell also. And then we have the alert mainly for the Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana for today also for heavy rainfall. And for other part of India like West Coast, including Maharashtra, Karnataka and Kerala also. Mumbai has rainfall also, chances are there, heavy rainfall. So that we have put also alert Mumbai city. And the other part of India, mainly the eastern coast, the rainfall has not been that much high.
Mumbai city and suburbs experienced moderate rainfall with intense spells towards the eastern parts of suburbs during the past 6 hours. Suburban train services are running regularly. A total of 31 people lost their lives and 11 were injured in various rainfall-related incidents in Mumbai yesterday. Various incidents of wall collapse were reported from Chembur, Vikhroli, Bhandup and Kurla, where 30 people lost their lives.
In Uttarakhand, 3 members of a family were killed and 4 are missing after a cloudburst in Mandu village in Uttarkashi district early this morning. SDRF said several houses were damaged in the village after the cloudburst. Many link roads and Gangotri-Yamunotri National Highway have been blocked due to heavy rains. In the state capital Dehradun, waterlogging in lower areas reported due to continuous rain since last evening. Rains reported from Nainital, Tehri, Garhwal and other parts of the state this morning. With 5 days to go for Tokyo Olympic Games, AIR today will take a look at Indian men's golfers Anirban Lahiri and Udayan Mane and charts their journey so far.
The 34-year-old Anirban Lahiri is ranked 360 in the world and returns for his second straight Olympics. In 2016 Rio, he finished a forgettable 56 out of 59 finishers. Therefore, he's obviously keen to do far better this time. His overall show this season on the PGA Tour has not been outstanding because of him contracting COVID-19 that kept him out of action until the first week of May. Before making it to the list of 60 qualifiers for Tokyo, Lahiri was fully focused on retaining his PGA Tour card. Though it is still on his mind, Lahiri declared that he would do everything to bring a medal from the Olympics. Considering that Lahiri has not played for the Japanese tour and knows very little about the course, it is not fair to expect him to pull off a surprise. Being 59th out of 60 qualifiers, Lahiri has no burden of expectations. The 30-year-old Udhayan Mane's runner-up performance in the Bengal Open and third-place finish in the Tata Steel PGTI Players' Championship at Panchkula helped him to garner ample official world golf ranking points to gain an Olympic qualification. Udhayan is placed last, one ahead of teammate Anirban Lahiri in the list of 60 qualifiers for Tokyo. Udhayan finally clinches Olympic place after Argentina's Emiliano Grillo withdrew from the Games on 24th of June, making him the third Indian to qualify. He is currently ranked 372 in the world. Since Udhayan is yet to become a regular on overseas tours, he will be hoping to move up a few spots with a good performance at the Olympics golf events will be played for the fourth time at the Tokyo Olympics. Before this, golf has been included in the Summer Games only 3 times in the year 1900, 1904 and 2016 Rio. Sports Desk, AIR News.
Listeners from across the country are participating in the Olympic quiz with AIR News. Listeners have emailed us their replies in huge numbers. Parisha Giri of Lakhimpur in Assam was the first one to send the correct answer to the question asked on 17th of July. Parisha is a class 10 student. Many congratulations to her from the entire team of AIR News. Speaking to AIR News, Parisha expressed her happiness on winning the Olympic quiz and wished the Indian Olympic contingent the best for Tokyo Olympics.
ऑल इंडिया रेडियो के सभी श्रोताओं को मेरा नमस्कार। मैं परीक्षा गिरिया नॉर्थ लखीमपुर असम से हूँ। ओलंपिक क्विज आकाशवाणी समाचार के साथ विजेता बनने पर मुझे एवं मेरे पूरे परिवार को अत्यंत खुशी हुई। अब जो भारतीय खिलाड़ी टोक्यो पहुँच चुके हैं, मैं पूरे असम की ओर से कामना करती हूँ कि वह विजयी बने एवं भारत का नाम संपूर्ण खेल जगत में और रोशन करे।
To participate in the Olympic quiz, tune in to our program SportsCan at 7:20 p.m. every day. In Chhattisgarh, people are showing enthusiasm to encourage Indian players participating in the Tokyo Olympics. More from our Raipur correspondent.
In Raipur, the capital of Chhattisgarh, selfie points have been made at 4 public places to encourage the Indian players participating in the Tokyo Olympics. People can take selfies at these places and share it on Facebook with the hashtag #CheerForIndia. Apart from this, an online quiz has also been organized by Sports Authority of India and Indian Olympic Association. The lucky winner of this quiz will get the jersey of the Indian team as well as a chance to meet the Indian players. Along with this, the Raipur unit of the Regional Outreach Bureau under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has also started a selfie campaign to encourage the Indian players. This campaign is getting overwhelming response from the people. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
To boost the morale of Indian athletes contingent participating in the Tokyo Olympics, good wishes are pouring in from across the country under the Cheer for India campaign. Mirabai Chanu is the only Indian weightlifter to qualify for the mega sporting event. She has been ranked second in the 49 kg category in the International Weightlifting Federation rankings. Mirabai Chanu's brother Anand extended his best wishes to her for the Tokyo Olympics through All India Radio News.
By means of All India Radio News, I wish my sister Mirabai Chanu as a representative of India to represent at Tokyo Olympic Games, and we all wish her to participate with heart and soul. And also we pray to God for her to achieve a gold medal in these Olympic Games. Lastly, on behalf of her family members, her friends, villagers, and the people of Manipur are praying for her to bring a gold medal.
In cricket, India won the first one-day international of the three-match series against Sri Lanka by 7 wickets in Colombo last night. Chasing a victory target of 263 runs set by Sri Lanka, India achieved the target in 36.4 overs with Shikhar Dhawan's unbeaten 86 in 95 balls and Ishan Kishan's 59 in 42 balls. Prithvi Shaw, who made 43 in 24 balls, was named player of the match. With this win, India has taken a 1-0 lead in the three-match series. Earlier opting to bat first after winning the toss, hosts posted 262 for 9 in stipulated 50 overs. The second ODI will be played tomorrow. Now let us take a look at the weather today. The national capital, Delhi, is likely to experience a cloudy sky with moderate rain. Mumbai will also have generally cloudy sky with heavy rain. Chennai is likely to witness a generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Kolkata will have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Srinagar will experience a generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Jammu may see a generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Leh is expected to have generally cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm. Gilgit will have generally cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm. Muzaffarabad is likely to experience generally cloudy sky with moderate rain.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. The Times of India leads with the Prime Minister's quote, "Government ready for a constructive debate in Parliament on all issues," as its front page headline, as monsoon session is all set to begin today. For the first time in 138 days, Delhi sees 0 COVID deaths, writes Hindustan Times. The Economic Times headline writes, to address peak requirement, 1,222 oxygen plants across all districts by Independence Day. Corona playing spoil sport. 2 athletes at Olympic Village test positive, notes the Pioneer. With over 200 millimeters of rainfall overnight, the Hindu notes 31 killed as rain triggers mayhem in Mumbai. And finally, gender equity at Tokyo. Major nations send more women than men athletes, covers an encouraging story in the Times of India.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Monsoon session of Parliament to begin today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeks cooperation from all political parties for smooth functioning of both the houses. National Commission for Scheduled Tribes slams West Bengal government over post-poll violence, saying tribal communities are living in fear. 2 terrorists, including a top commander of Lashkar-e-Taiba, killed in an encounter with security forces in Shopian district of Jammu and Kashmir. Nationwide COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 40 crore dose mark. UGC postpones implementation of Central University's Common Entrance Test till next academic session. New Prime Minister of Nepal, Sher Bahadur Deuba, wins vote of confidence in House of Representatives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulates him. Heavy rain lashes several parts of National Capital Region, including Delhi. Red alert issued in Raigad, Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, Kolhapur and Satara districts of Maharashtra. And in cricket, India beat Sri Lanka by 7 wickets in first ODI in Colombo. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.